Andrew's Newsnight interview ill-advised, aide told alleged spy. A senior aide to Prince Andrew privately admitted to an alleged Chinese spy that the Duke's BBC Newsnight interview had been ill-advised, court documents show. Files reveal how the prince's aide Dominic Hampshire thanked Yang Tengbo for standing by the embattled Duke in the months after he sought to explain on TV his friendship with sex offender Jeffrey Epstein. Last month, the court rejected Mr. Yang's appeal against being banned from the UK after an intelligence assessment that he could be secretly working for the Chinese state. Mr. Yang has denied all wrongdoing. It comes after separate court documents reveal the prince appeared to have been in touch with Epstein for longer than he had previously admitted. A senior aide to Prince Andrew privately admitted to an alleged Chinese spy that the Duke's BBC Newsnight interview had been ill-advised, court documents show. Files reveal how the prince's aide Dominic Hampshire thanked Yang Tengbo for standing by the embattled Duke in the months after he sought to explain on TV his friendship with sex offender Jeffrey Epstein. Last month, the court rejected Mr. Yang's appeal against being banned from the UK after an intelligence assessment that he could be secretly working for the Chinese state. Mr. Yang has denied all wrongdoing. It comes after separate court documents reveal the prince appeared to have been in touch with Epstein for longer than he had previously admitted. Mr. Yang told the court everything changed after the interview, with international partners withdrawing or distancing themselves from pitch at Palace. He said he agreed to continue to support the events at significant risk for me and my business reputationally, due to his admiration and respect for the Duke and a level of loyalty and commitment he felt. Writing in March 2020, Prince Andrew's senior aide Dominic Hampshire told Mr. Yang how much his principal appreciated the fact that he had stood by him. "We have dealt with the aftermath of a hugely ill-advised and unsuccessful television interview," wrote Ms. Hampshire on official Buckingham Palace notepaper. "We have wisely navigated our way around former private secretaries, and we have found a way to carefully remove those people who we don't completely trust. Moreover, in what originally seemed like a lost cause, you have somehow managed to not only salvage but maintain and then incredibly enhance the reputation of my principal in China. Under your guidance, we found a way to get the relevant people unnoticed in and out of the House of Windsor. We orchestrated a very powerful verbal message of support to China at a Chinese New Year's dinner, and between the three of us, we have written, amended, and then always agreed a number of letters at the highest level possible. I could list several high-profile and well-known names who are no longer around us, and there are a very small number left. You remain as one of those, and you continue to show total support and loyalty." He also sought to underline how close Mr. Yang was to the Duke because he had been invited to his 60th birthday dinner that year. This was strictly his and his family's personal life that very, very few people had the privilege to ever be part of, Ms. Hampshire wrote. "There is no doubt that despite everything going on around us, we have formed a solid and unbreakable base with all the respective parts in place for an extremely powerful, perhaps unparalleled entity at the highest level possible. It stands us in great stead moving forward. I hope you agree that this would simply have not been possible without the depth of trust, friendship, loyalty, and support that we have all built up with each other over these last few months." A second letter from Mr. Hampshire, sent in October 2020, confirmed to the businessman that he was authorized to represent Prince Andrew in China in relation to the Eurasia Fund, a financial initiative. The aide stressed in the letter that any deals involving the Duke must comply with British law and best practices. But other material found on the phone led then Home Secretary Suella Braverman to ban Mr. Yang from the UK in 2023. The police and MI5 suspected Mr. Yang might be part of a Chinese Communist Party elite capture operation to exert influence on the prince. Security experts say elite capture is a well-documented tactic used by the Chinese state to exert influence on people at the top of British life, such as politicians, academics, and business leaders. Mr. Yang continues to deny wrongdoing and is seeking to appeal his UK ban. The court papers disclosed on Friday revealed that Mr. Yang said all of his meetings with the Duke had occurred with the knowledge of Buckingham Palace, and all he had wanted to do was improve relations between the UK and China.